Beautiful lady. Let's give her a round of applause. Yes. Hi. How are you? Your gown? Good to see you again. Where's your gown? Your gown? Yeah? Oh, come. Just give us a minute. We will bring the gowns out. This is very, very important, ladies, especially on a big day. Wearing big dresses, but weighing 5 kilos. Oh, done. Okay.
Thank you. Hi, a very good afternoon to all of you. You all look like person. My name is Genecia, spelled as Genecia. I'm the founder of inqueenz. We help individuals look good. Okay, basically in a nutshell, we do charisma coaching. Alright, so today in just very short 10 minutes I have with you, I'm just going to share with you some pointers on how to choose your gown, okay? Specifically the ladies. Alright, just to share with you also, some of our clients includes CEOs, politicians. Are you a blue, red, or white? Okay, so also include beauty pageant winners. If you do want to know more about our clientele, okay, you can visit our booth outside. Yeah. If not, otherwise, if you have an iPhone, you can always go to Facebook and just key in inqueenz, or you can just look for me. Yeah. Okay. To make life easier for you, because they told me when I first came here, they told me there's no power, there's no projector for the stage, so therefore I cannot quite talk about using my PowerPoint. So I got to borrow gowns from Yvonne Creative to share with you about the various outfits. Okay, it's stuck. I need help. I need help? Can someone help me? Okay, so for gowns, basically there are 3 qualities to look at. First is the color. Okay, how many of you ladies here, I'm trying to look at all the ladies, how many of you ladies here have, color is something that you look at when you first choose a gown? No? Don't tell me it's cost. Is it cost before you look at color? Alright, first thing first, colors. Okay, colors, basically there are 2 types. Warm, okay, colors have 3 qualities because when we do color analysis for individuals, okay, we go into the warm, the cool, whether it's bright or muted, whether it's deep or light. So the 3 qualities of colors are, first of all, depth. Depth is deep or light, okay? Deep or light. Okay, when we say deep or light, still nobody? Okay. Oh, that? Alright, great. Okay, deep or light? Okay, can someone tell me which one is deep? Which one? This one or this one? This one is deeper, right? Okay, so if you have really fair skin, alright, say for example, and then you go for something really deep, it may not be suitable for you because it may make you look more mature and make you look older, which you do not want. Okay? So, something that's of light color, okay, is something like this. Alright, this has mixed qualities. It has deep and it's bright. So first characteristic of color is whether deep or light. Second characteristic of color, okay, is warm or cool. Let me ask you this question. If you choose a gown, okay, actually in fact, majority of us Asians are cool colored, okay, which means if you do not dye your hair and your hair is black, generally your gown should move towards the cool color than the warm color. Okay, what is cool color? You're like, oh, I'm very cool, that's why I'm cool, right? No, it's when, okay, when you have blue in the color, it's cool. When you have yellow in the color, it's warm. Okay, one more time, huh? When you have blue in your color, it's what? Cool, right? When you have yellow in the color, is? Okay, good. So, let me ask you this question. Using these two examples again, this maroon and this reddish color, which one has more blue in it? Hello, this one not arts lesson. Okay, which one has more blue in it? Which one has more blue in it? Purple, this one, or reddish one? Purple one has more blue in it. So if you are a warm person, you don't go for this. Okay? If you are a cool person, you go for this. Okay, so that's the second characteristic of a color. Alright, the third characteristic, alright, is whether it's bright or muted. Bright or muted. So when you choose your gown, if you are one person who cannot take muted, muted is a bit like this. This is bright. Can you see the difference? This is bright, this is muted. So if you are a person who cannot take mute colors, okay, mute means how much gray do I have in my gown? How much what? Gray. So if you have more gray, sometimes some people look very dull. Yeah, why do you look down in your clothes? How come you don't look so, what we call, alert when you wear certain outfits, right? Think about your daily outfits. Why some outfits makes you look better, some don't make you look so good? It's because of all these color characteristics. Okay? So if you were to choose a gown using the first C, which is color, may I know what are the 3 qualities that you need to look into? First one, deep or light is this? Depth. Okay, deep or light. Okay, second characteristic. You are as cool as a cucumber, right? So warm or cool. The third one, bright or muted. Okay, so that's the first characteristic. Second characteristic, okay, of choosing your gown is what we call the cut. Okay, the cut. What do I mean by cut? Do you want to wear a princess cut? Do you want to wear a halter neck? Do you want to wear sweetheart style? Do you want to go for A-line? We're talking about the gowns. Are you going for something that is mermaid? So that cut is very important. So what we do for couples is we do style and body analysis. So before you head to a bridal studio, you already roughly know what kind of gowns suit you better. Okay? So second characteristic is what? Is cut. Okay, let me show you the difference. Can you all see this one? Can you all see this? This is A cut. Why is it A? Because it flares out like the letter A. So if you want something that is very big and something that hides your hips, that means if you think you have big hips and you don't want to showcase your hips, you want to show all the more of the upper body, this is something that you may consider for your gown. Okay? How about this? This one, not as A-line as the previous one, right? Okay, probably you can't quite tell, but because I'm very experienced, so I can tell the difference. So this one is less of A-line, slightly straighter, okay? If you wear a can-can, it's not so like that. It's more like this, okay? So this type of gowns, as you can see, let's look on top. This is what we call the sweetheart, right? This is a sweetheart top. People who have, let's say, more not so well endowed, okay, if you wear this, actually can make you look more well endowed. Versus a tube top. You all know what a tube top is, right? If you wear a tube top kind of gown, it makes you look even less well endowed. Okay? So that's why cut is very important. Alright? So let's see, we have that here. Okay, so we have the halter one here as well. Okay? Halter neck, let's say you have, ladies always have meat, right, sometimes on the area. So that area, sometimes if you wear halter, it may have the extra bulge. Yeah, so you may want to consider the kind of cutting you want to choose to enhance yourself rather than cause more problems to occur. Okay, unless you say, I want to go exercise and then go EduPack and learn the Nihon Tondo, Japanese martial art to lose weight. Yeah, if not, other than that, choose the right cut. Now, the last C that I want to talk about is what we call characteristic. It's what we call characteristic of a gown. You're like, huh? What characteristic, right? Characteristic of a gown, okay, is, do you want more lace? Do you want chiffon? Do you want organza? Do you want satin? How does this affect the gown that you wear? Okay, if you have satin, generally, if you are, okay, it falls, it's heavier, it falls nicely for you. Like organza and chiffon is a bit lighter, so when you walk, there's some flowing movement. So depends on what you choose. So let's have a look here, okay? Here is what we have, a bit of lace, okay? You can see. Lots of beading on top is what we call very classic, okay? This is heavy top. Now here is lace. So when you walk, all the ladies here today, imagine this. When you walk, this has a bit of the princess feel, okay? And helps you to be more elegant. So it depends on what kind of feel or characteristic you want to go for. Gowns like this helps you float. In other words, float, lighter like princess. Let me show you the other one. This is what we call satin. Now satin, heavier, so it may be more dramatic, okay? Classic and dramatic, even though it's this color. Because the characteristic of this gown, check out the heavy details that's here, plus this satin, it will make you look more, what we call developed or fuller. Whereas this one, more flowy. So you see the difference now? Yeah? Now, how about evening gowns? You say, hey Genecia, how about the evening gowns? How do we choose? Okay, evening gowns, actually there's much more variations. If you were to ask me, okay, choose the right cut. Because evening gowns, if it's body hugging, as long as body hugging, you've got to choose the right cut. A lot of the ladies always forget that when they choose gowns, they say, oh, I like this piece, therefore I wear it. But some of them look too short after wearing it. You know, they make them look more stunted. Because if the cut-off lines are at all the wrong places, you may make yourself look more stunted instead of more elongated. Okay? So, how many of you here want to look good on your wedding day? You want, right? I'm sure you want. So that is why knowing your style and body shape and knowing where are the lines and how to enhance and hide at different places helps you. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So what is the first, there are 3 C's to choose a gown, right? So what's the first C? What's the first C? Color, okay? Color, just do a quick revision. What are the 3 sub-qualities of color? First one, depth. Wow, you're listening great. Okay, depth is light or deep. Now, the second characteristic of color, warm or cool. Very good. Okay, last characteristic of color, bright or muted. Excellent. Okay, second characteristic, which starts to let us see how to choose your gown, is the cut. So cut, we're talking about, are you talking about sweetheart, or about princess, are you talking about, A-line, are you talking about mermaid? So these are what we call cut. How about characteristic? Oh, I give away the last C. So last C is what we call characteristic of choosing a gown. Okay, characteristic is how you want to flow in it. Do you want to flow? Okay, or do you want to have a more heavy feel but yet very elegant, very brown developed? So in the bridal show later, with the 3 C's in mind, learn to identify, because when you choose a gown, it's beyond just the beading and what. Yes, it's quality, but the 3 C's in mind can help you to identify your gowns better and sharper. Okay? If you've got more questions, you can look for me outside. at my booth. Otherwise, you can either Facebook me. That's the newest way to communicate. Alright, and my name is Genecia. I'm from inqueenz. Thank you very much for your time. Give yourself a big round of applause.